Hello friends, you're the Lonesome Gamer and I'm playing Eldritch Horror. And if you've seen my last video, you will know that it had a really bad ending. The game took a pretty bad turn. So I think my biggest problem was actually that Tommy Muldoon, there were some guys who took all his items, and these were really great items, because he couldn't pay back his bank loan. And in addition, he's detained over here, so he's in some really trouble, and actually without his great weapons he's definitely not a very useful character right now. I forgot to improve will. This is something which he can do at the start. He can improve his will once, so I corrected this right now. I'm not sure if this would have changed a lot. I don't think so actually, but okay, I did that now. Yeah, no idea what I can do with him. Lily is great. She's basically my last hope. She's just doing absolutely perfect over here in the snowy mountains. And Diana, well, she's also in a pretty bad shape because of that last Mythos card, which forced every investigator to lose 2 health and 2 sanity. So she's now down at 1 health. And what makes these things even more problematic is the fact that we have this rumor here, over here in play, the twin spawn of Cthulhu. So this is here, Ntosa, that one, and over here, Tolu. And these are pretty bad monsters, and we have to kill them in time before this rumor here, before these Eldritch tokens vanish. So we can prevent an Eldritch token from vanishing by spending 2 clue tokens, and I have now 2 clue tokens. So overall we have about 3 turns left in the actual situation. Maybe more if we don't have to activate that rumor. But she won't be able to fight in her condition right now. Same with him. What he could do is, and this is my plan, I'm after the last frustrating ending, I come up with a plan now at least. If he's out of prison, he might try to get that monster hunter. To do this, he'll probably have to take a next bank loan. But okay, whatever. And I mean, it's by far not as good as the carbine rifle was, but at least it gives him +2. So he has a strength of 5 then, which is not so bad. And maybe he then can try to fight here in Tolu, but it's definitely not gonna be easy. What is it with? Yeah, it's a 3-0, man. And also his sanity is at 3. That's not looking good at all. And because of this one here in Tossa, I'm actually planning to bring her back from the snowy mountains here over the Miskatonic outpost. There's a direct connection here, as you may see, to Antarctica and then to Tossa. And then she's gonna fight that one. Maybe she's gonna meet there with Diana Stanley, so they can trade that wither spell. And because Tossa has a physical immunity, physical resistance actually, and well, that's the idea. Let's see what happens now. Okay. So right now the only thing that Tommy Muldoon can do is he can stand up again, so he's no longer delayed. And Lily Chen. So I think I want to stay there for one more turn. First of all, I took also some hits because of that Mythos card, so I'm gonna rest here. And regain a little health and sanity. And then I can try to get rid of this paranoia condition. And this time it was a success. Okay, now I'm coming back. That was a good omen. Now things will change. At least I hope so. And finally, so that was my first action. And then I do this local action here. I'm gonna test will. Got a pretty high will of 5 to improve my strength. This is my idea here. And I made it. So I can improve my strength now to 6 because I can improve it twice. That's my special action, my special ability. I can improve it twice now. So that's pretty cool. I got now with the automatic, I got now a combat strength of 9, which is absolutely amazing. So she's really rocking now, and but that is necessary. I mean, if the others are doing terribly bad, so I need at least one character who can, who has to try somehow to do this thing on his own then, or on her own. Okay, and now it's Diana Stanley, and well, her main problem is her main problem is her lack of health. But she cannot rest there. This is a pretty bad thing. So because of that nightgown, I could now move somewhere else and rest there. And I wonder if that makes sense. Probably does. My idea is I want to do this genealogy research. When you defeat a monster with toughness 2 or more during your combat encounter, you may examine the creature's remains. Observation. If you pass, gain 2 clues and discard that card. So that would be this monster here, the Night Gaunt. He's not that strong. So that would be a perfect target to do this. But I'm pretty weakened. I only need 1. No, he's got a strength of 1. So maybe healing is not necessary there. I might lose a turn, but I think I won't I won't move away. I want to fight that guy right away. I can't be too... I don't know, really. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay there. Maybe I can then gain a spell or something like that after I beat him. I'm gonna risk it. I mean, if I die, so be it. And I'm gonna focus as a first action. So that gives me a second focus token then. And then as a second action, I guess I simply take a ship ticket and prepare for travel here. Okay. So this is it. And now we got the encounter phase here. And instead of resolving an encounter, flip this card. So we're going to see what happens now to Tommy. Starvation. Doesn't sound good. The food is poison, a fellow prisoner whispers. Don't eat it. You will surely starve to death if you do not give your captors the information they are seeking. Spend one clue or test influence -1. That's what we got to do. And if you see, if you fail, lose 3 health. So, okay, a simple thing. If we don't make it, this influence test, this strength test, if we don't make that, yeah, we simply starved to death. That would be a horrible ending for Tommy Muldoon, our proud cop. 2 days ago he was just happy and confident, but now he's a wreck. Okay, let's see. Maybe it would be actually the best if he dies. I'm not sure, but I don't know. We'll see about that. So we have 2 dice, and let's see what happens. Well, he made it. He stays alive. Okay. So discard this card. Okay, and then it's Lily over here in the snowy mountains. The pilot spots an elder thing and says a weapon is under the back seat. You race to retrieve it before the other passengers can. So I gotta do a strength test, and now we got that wonderful strength of 6. So I think better no one of the others comes in my way. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we did that easily. 3 successes here. If you pass, gain 1 random weapon asset from the deck. That's cool. Okay, so this is the 18 Derringer. And usually I would have said this is not a very lucky draw. But because I can use my 45 automatic, and that doesn't give a... That's not exactly a modifier, you know, it's not this +1 and these things. So what it says you may add 1 to the result of 1 die when resolving a strength test during combat encounters. So I can, as far as I think, I can actually use this together with the 45 automatic. So that makes it even stronger. And it's a pretty perfect weapon for me, I guess. So in fighting, I'm just amazingly strong now. Okay. And then it's Diana, and she has to fight that Night Gaunt now. This guy here. So let's see. She still has the ability to reduce the monster's horror to 1. So let's see. And that was a miss, so we lose another sanity, which brings us down to 2 sanity. So she's really in a terrible shape. 2 sanity, 1 stamina. It's not looking good for her. And now she does that lore test. And basically every test is now vital from her. I mean, she's clearly close to dying. So if she messes this fight up, then yeah, it's her end. So she comes with, wait a second, with 5 dice because of the arcane manuscripts. Oh gosh. Yeah, okay, now we are already in trouble. She didn't make it here. That means we have to spend a focus. Luckily we have 2 focus. So we can reroll 1 die. Oh, come on. Okay, let's spend our next focus. And we made it. Well, that was damn close. Okay. So after a lot of concentration, we managed to finally do this wither spell. And that means we can now add 3, so we have 6 dice here. And that Nightgaunt has a -2. So we only have 4 dice left. And we need at least 1 success, otherwise we're dead. Yeah, that looks bad. No successes here. So we're gonna spend that clue token now, which is our last hope. And looks really bad now. Well, she made it. She made it. Whoa. Okay, I mean, oh gosh. Okay, 1 success. Not exactly what I needed, but at least I'm not dead. Sadly, I just managed to give this monster 1 hit. It has 2 hits. But, well, my rolls, they stay as bad as they were at the end of the last video. Okay. Sadly, I have to spend that clue token now. I had to spend it. So only she has now 2 clue tokens. But okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. That was our location phase or encounter phase. And now we see the next Mythos card. Oh gosh, another bad one. I also had really bad Mythos cards now. So this Omen track goes on, and that means because of this gate here in Sydney, that the Doom track will also move on 1 step. Then we have that Resolve Reckoning. So that means what happens? We start with the monsters. And now this Nightgaunt is activated. And it says, if there is an investigator on this space, move him and this monster 1 space and he becomes delayed. Oh boy. Okay, so I guess we're going here to Panama. Yeah. And again, she's delayed. Oh boy. Okay. And then it's the ancient one, but there is nothing happening. We have a Mythos card, so that means we have to spend now here this Eldritch token from this rumor card. And finally, the possessions and conditions. Our conspiracy theorist, if we roll a 5 or 6 or 4, 5 or 6, we gain a clue token, and that would be pretty important. Now, no, of course not. That would have been good simply to prevent this card from from moving further. Well, actually, I think what I'm going to do is, honestly, I'm thinking about moving that night gaunt here instead of there. Because that makes it easier for me to meet with Lily Chen and maybe to trade items. And because of her pallid mask, she can actually ignore monsters. So there is no real... she can ignore Tossa. I wonder if it is possible for her to ignore only one monster and fight the other. But I think it should be it. I mean, it makes sense in my opinion. And during the encounter phase, you may choose an encounter as if there are no monsters or no space. So I guess it doesn't say at the beginning of the encounter phase you may choose to. It says during the encounter phase. So I think you can kill one monster and then still choose to encounter that space. I think that is an option. Okay, so the Night Gaunt moves here together with her. And, well, guess that was this trigger thing, and then we have to spawn another gate. And that's Tokyo. That's not a good one because it's now my second blue gate. We already have one here at the City of the Elder Things. That's pretty bad because that will speed up the Doom track quite a bit. And we have to draw, of course, a monster here. A Chocho. This guy is not so bad. Crime in the streets. 3 men armed with bricks and planks walk down the dark street. As you turn, 2 more men emerge from an alley. It seems no town is too remote and no metropolis too civilized for the presence of robbers. Each investigator in a city space loses 2 health and 2 sanity unless he discards 2 item or trinket possessions. This is completely ridiculous what's happening here. This is completely ridiculous. Oh man, that's so painful. It's a second. Oh man, that one after another that said you lose 2 health and 2 sanity. That's not fair anymore. Okay, let's see. I don't want her delayed too badly. So I think what she's gonna do is, it's a little sad, but I'm not sure. I think. Fuck. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna give away the protective amulet. And I'm not sure if I should give away the Lucky Rabbit's Foot or the 18 Derringer. I mean, I am already really good at fighting, so I think... Yeah, I think I'm gonna give away the Derringer. Okay. On the other hand, yeah, no, it's a good idea. I mean, this is more flexible here. That allows me to reroll any test. So or 1 die on any test. So I'm going to give away the Derringer here. Oh, wait a second. Really? No. Each investigator in a city space. Okay, that might save me a little bit. I messed that up. That's good. So she doesn't have to give anything away. That's a good thing. And she's also not on a city space. Well, that was a good decision that I didn't move to Panama, but here to here in this South Atlantic here. Oh boy. But he's in trouble. He's now down to 1 strength and 1 sanity. And I'm really thinking about killing him. I mean, really, I don't see any reason to keep him alive. He's so weak. He doesn't have any items. I think I'm gonna kill this guy now. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, whatever. I think I do some desperate attack here on that one, maybe. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna go insane there anyway. So probably it makes more sense to go somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe here. I'm not sure actually. We'll see about that. On the other hand, I mean, you could try to... I don't know. Oh man. Terrible. Terrible situation here. Okay, next turn. And... I'm really not sure what to do here. I think I'm gonna let him die. I think that's the best thing I can do. Sorry, my friend, but I think I'm gonna let him die. So I guess I'm gonna move to... I wonder if I should move to Sydney. No, I think I'm gonna move right here anyway. So I spent 1 shipment, go here, and attack Tolu. Okay, and that means now that I have to do this horror test. I got 3 dice here, and I'm probably gonna insane anyway now. Let's see. Yep, okay, that's it. So, yeah, he went insane, and that means I gotta advance the Doom track by 1, but at least I might take another character. I mean, he has no items, nothing at all. Is down at 1 health, 1 sanity. So I think it was a good decision to kill him. I mean, I cannot plan with this guy anymore. That's the point. Until I bring him back to some strength, it will take a long time, and that is simply time that we don't have. Okay, so I decided that he goes into the asylum here in Cape Town after he went mad, and yeah, so that was his action. And now it's Lily Chen. Wait a second. I think I did the encounter of him before the encounter phase. So I shouldn't have done that right now. But okay, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's whatever. And now it's Lily Chen. And she will now move here from the snowy mountains to this Miskatonic outpost here. And I will give her that. The second thing is the local action. And she's gonna... I wonder if she should focus or gain a ship ticket. Maybe gain one ship ticket. I wonder... That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Why would it... Oh, I see. No, of course it does. So, I wonder if I should gain that ship ticket or if I should focus. I think I will focus. So that gives me a focus token here. So that was my second action. And finally it's Diana Stanley, and she's simply gonna stand up again. And this is it. And now we come to the encounter phase, and now actually this guy should go insane. And it's Lily Chen's encounter here now at the Miskatonic outpost. So this is now from this deck here. The university has hired a cold weather survival specialist. He'll join you course for the right price. Join your course for the right price. So we got 2 influence. And we didn't make it. We might actually think about re-rolling that one. Here we got that lucky rabbit's foot. I'm going to re-roll that one. And I still don't make it. So... Oh shit. I don't want to lose that. Ah, fuck. So okay, I'm gonna spend that focus right away. I'm gonna try it again. Oh, damn it. What am I rolling here? This is unbelievable. If you fail, you get lost without him, lose 1 health, and move to the snowy mountains. Damn it. This is so bad. I don't believe it. It's not working at all anymore. So I gotta go back to the snowy mountains now, and I lose 1 health. This all slows me down. Oh boy. Okay. And then it's her, Diana Stanley. And she has to fight now the Night Gaunt. Or actually, she will fight the Night Gaunt. So, to do so, she has to do that lore test again with 5 dice. And this time it's a clear success. And then she has to do an attack with 4 dice. And she needs 1 success. This is vital. She doesn't have the option to reroll. So this is now really important. She needs that success. And she has it. 2 actually. Very good. So she managed to kill that Night Gaunt. Pretty awesome. This gives her now... Oops. Yeah. So this guy is dead. And now she can actually try to do this genealogy research. When you defeat a monster with toughness 2 or more, you may examine the creature's remains. So she's got 3 observation. Now again, we need a little bit of luck here. Come on. Oh, that doesn't count, luckily. And that does. And that is a 6. Very good. So we can gain 2 clues here. Oh god, that was good. That could save us because of this special card here, because of that rumor card. So we gain 2 clues. And in addition, we can now use our palette mask. And we can now encounter this clue here. Try to collect that clue. So I'm gonna draw this card here, and that's at sea. You discover a derelict vessel adrift on the open ocean. You go aboard to investigate and discover that a member of the crew has gone insane and murdered the rest. A cultist monster ambushes you. If you pass the lore test, you free him from mind control. Gain this clue. Okay, so the cultists, they are pretty special here. This thing has a -1 lore test. If you pass the test, you free the victim's mind from the alien magic. Defeat this monster and gain 1 random ally asset from the deck. I wonder... I think in this case you gain the clue and not the asset. But I'm not absolutely sure, actually. I mean, you could also get both. Maybe, I think makes more sense. I mean, this guy attacks you. So all this applies. And if you pass the test, you gain that random ally asset. And then you also gain this clue. I think there is no reason why that should be different. So let's try to do this first. Is there a horror check to do? No, there isn't. So it's only this test. I think we can do that. We have a 4, so we have a 3. Oh, come on. I should find a better technique for rolling the dice in this new dice tray here. Yeah, okay, I made it. 2 successes, very good. So that means now that I will gain a clue, and I also take this random ally asset. I think it's fair. Okay, we gained that personal assistant. Gain +1 influence. You may re-roll 1 die when resolving a influence test. Well, it's not bad, but not that great in this case, I think. Okay, anyway, and that was the encounter phase now. So we come now to the mythos phase. Okay, so again, the Omen track moves on, which is pretty bad because we got now 2 of these gates here, of these blue gates, one here in the city of the Elder Things. So that means the Omen moves 2 spaces ahead. This is not looking good anymore. We also have a monster search there. So we have to place 2 monsters on each of these. So we have a cultist here in Tokyo. Oh, and another cultist. That's interesting. So this is not too bad after all. That's okay, I guess. And then in the City of the Elder Things, there is already a cultist. In addition, we have a rat thing there, which is not that great actually. And the color of outer space. So this thing is spawned in Tunguska. Okay. Then we can spawn 2 clue tokens. And this is number 11, which is, let me see, it's here. And the other one is an Arkham. Here we go. Okay, and then, let's see, crawling the other things. According to the police report, several individuals entered the warehouse in the middle of the night. They performed some sort of ritual which culminated in their death. What you know that the police don't is that afterwards something inhuman left that warehouse. Spawn 1 monster on each space that contains a cultist monster. Oh god. Well, these are 3 spaces then. That's not that great. Tokyo. That would be a wraith. That's a bad thing. When this monster is spawned, the lead investigator gains a cursed condition. That is Lily Chan in this case. Oh man. When this monster is defeated, an investigator may discard a cursed condition. Oh. Okay, so this guy appears here in Tokyo. The interesting point is that Diana Stanley, she can actually, if there's a cultist monster on your space, discard all monsters on your space, or move the cultist monster to any other space. So she can actually now move to one of these spaces after another, try to get rid of all these cultist monsters. And we have another one up there. And these are the serpent people. And that says when this monster is spawned, move it to the Amazon. I'm actually pretty sure that you don't have to place it there. It says, the card text says, you have to spawn the monster where the cultist is. But I think if there is this special symbol here, it is then spawned where the monster card says it should be spawned. Okay, so we got these 2 monsters now coming into play here. And there is actually something special happening. Roll 1 die. On a 1 or 2, the nearest investigator moves 1 space toward that monster. Great. So this is going to be happening if we trigger this thing. It's not that terrible, but not that great too. Okay, where is the Mythos card I just was resolving? Oh, it was, yeah, we're done. Okay, fine. So I guess I'm gonna draw a new investigator here. Okay, so our new investigator is Mark Harrigan. And here we go. There he is. our friend Mark. And let's read his background story. During the war, Mark witnessed horrors he could not explain, and he wrote of what he saw in letters to his beloved wife Sophie. When Mark returned home, he discovered that Sophie was no longer human. One of the beasts that Mark had seen overseas had taken over her body, killing her in the process. Afterward, Mark's thirst for vengeance led him to Helsinki, where some of the creatures had posed as German soldiers during the Great War. Okay, so this guy starts here, 14. This is not exactly where we wanted him to be. But it's also not that bad. I mean, I think, yeah, we can bring him in 2 turns to Cape Town. So that should be good. And yeah, she starts with these 2 assets here, the kerosene. You may discard this card to gain +5 strength during a combat encounter, and the 38 revolver. Gain +2 during combat encounters. So he's actually pretty strong. He's got also a strength of 4 and a toughness of 8. So that's definitely good. I think it was worth it to start a new hero here. And he's got that special ability here. You and 1 monster in your space each lose 1 health. You cannot become delayed or gain a detained condition unless you choose to. Well, we definitely... This was actually the one we had needed instead of Tommy. I mean, we all got delayed all the time and had these detained conditions. So that would have been a great guy here. And he's a very good fighter. So I think maybe we still have a chance, although the Doom track already advanced quite a bit. That's the main problem. Okay. And we have to heal her quite a bit. She's not a bad character. I mean, so I don't want to give up on her. Especially because of this ability to remove cultist monsters with their fellows. But okay, we'll see about that. I think it's now time to load this up. I'm not sure if the situation has worsened or not since the end of the last video. I mean, the good point is we have now a fresh character, and that was necessary. The bad point is, of course, more time elapsed here, but we have 5 clue tokens, so we can delay that process a little bit. And which will also be necessary, that's for sure. So, let's hope for the best. We're still alive. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.